This story is called Valkan's Revenge and Rise by Danny 2018 Yode. In the last attack that Valkan made of Larry and his friends, Bjorn finally cornered him, but his warriors gave him his well-deserved execution. Well, this is a little bit interesting, because isn't this story about Valkan? Isn't this story about the rise and the revenge of Valkan? But we're gonna start out by him losing? Well, I guess this gives a really good reason for his revenge. Oh, Larry, Helga, hi. Didn't know you guys were here. How you doing, Larry, my boy? Nice to see you. Miss Helga, as beautiful as always. Bjorn, looking awesome. Brawler, little crazy looking. Other brawler having no neck. Say goodbye, Valkan. You think you're going to win? My God. Guys, if I'm gonna go out in this world, I do not want to go out by 12 ice arrows in the stomach. Can we not? Now, this is supposed to be his execution until I realize that Valkan is red. So to continue the storyline, we have to kill all the people in blue. I think Valkan was supposed to be in blue, guys. So we're just gonna do this so we can move on to the next part of the story, because this is supposed to be Valkan's execution. And yeah, so just... Oh, I didn't kill everybody. Hold on. There we go. Onwards to the story. Valkan ended up in the world of the dead, thinking that his end would come, but to his surprise, the Soul Keeper and his servants intercepted him. We have seen that you have problems with the god Crow, frustrating your plans. In exchange for your help, we will give you the power of the ancient souls for your revenge. The Soul Keeper and his servants said in unison as they bestowed their ancestral power on Valkan. So let me get this straight. The Soul Keeper, actually, we already know this. We already know that the Soul Keeper does not like Crow. The Soul Keeper tried to kill Crow by using the powers of Mount Crow, etc., etc., etc. So now all of these Soul Keepers are giving their ancestral power to Valkan, to have Valkan take on Crow head on. Now, here's the problem. Here's what's gonna happen, right? The blue guys are gonna bestow this is them bestowing the ancestral power. But the problem is, they're all blue, so I have to kill them. There we go. I've killed all the Soul Keepers. Now we can continue the story, even though Valkan was probably supposed to be the one to die. Having absorbed the power of souls, Valkan knew the only way out of the world of dead was to end with Death himself. But with its new allies and powers, it was no problem. Mr. Death was permanently destroyed. Guys, we have a summer problem again. Mr. Death is supposed to be the one to die, but he's red, and red has to win so that we can continue the story. So we're gonna do this twice. As you can see, Valkan is here with his amazing army and a bunch of Soul Keepers, and there's Valkan himself, ready to take on Mr. Death. Mr. Death in the distance being completely slaughtered by an army that is so massive, so big, and yet look at all, oh my God, Mr. Death. And Mr. Death is defeated. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm just gonna kill this army so that we can continue the storyline. Just like that. Valkan immediately decided to go for some allies. King Philip was first on his list. Maybe you and I don't have much in common, but we have both suffered for the god Crow. Help me, and I promise you a place in my domain, Valkan said to King Philip, who accepted when he saw the army that Valkan carried. Benny the Bard was secretly listening, but Valkan detected him and captured him. Take a look at this army. Valkan came prepared to meet King Philip. And if you're King Philip and you're looking at this massive army of skeletons, I would agree to join Valkan too, mainly to save my own skin, because these skeletons would definitely take your skin from you. And King Philip's army is clearly no match for that skeleton might. And there's Benny. Benny's like, he had a spy. He's like, hey, please don't notice me. I'm just chilling here in the bushes. Please don't notice me. Just gonna play my songs. But clearly, Benny was no. Poor Benny. That one time that Benny was red and that all these armies are blue. And now I've got to blow up these armies. I like how you guys are getting god power demonstrations in the midst of this storyline. In 3, 2, 1, go! Oh my God, people are still alive. How dare they live? That is against the rules of this world. I'm pretty sure that was everybody. Is that catapult? No. Who's left alive? Oh, there's one skeleton. Hey, little skeleton. I missed. There we go. Hey, Benny lives, even though he was supposed to be captured. Valkan tried to get Da Vinci to join him, but he refused. With no other option, he had to defeat him and join what was left of his forces. So here we are in Da Vinci's realm, and the armies of King Philip and Valkan have threatened Da Vinci to join them. And if you don't, we will kill you. But Da Vinci's like, nah, bro, I am my own evil guy. I'm not joining you at all. So what's supposed to happen is Valkan and Philip are supposed to wipe out Da Vinci's armies and kind of like take over what's left over. But the colors are messed up again. And blue is supposed to win, but we can't have blue win and continue the story. In goes the armies of Valkan. Oh my god, this is disgusting. There's so many units. Cavalry charging in. General John knocked off of his horse. Da Vinci. Oh my goodness, Da Vinci is firing from the back line. But guys, this seems like a fairly even fight until you pan to the right and you see the sheer amount of blue. That is beyond disgusting. This is unfair. Da Vinci does not stand a chance. And this is what's supposed to happen. Da Vinci is supposed to lose, and then the rest of Da Vinci's forces are supposed to be taken over by Valkan and by King Philip. But again, we need red to win to continue the story. For your viewing pleasure, so we can continue the story, just like... After being defeated, Da Vinci asked Valkan for mercy, making a deal. Wait, if you let me live, I will give you very valuable information about the god Crow. Intrigued, Valkan decided to listen to him. Speak fast, old man. I have a world to conquer, Valkan said. So Da Vinci knows something about Crow, and now Da Vinci is going to tell Valkan everything he knows about the god Crow. What does Da Vinci know? What is the secret? The battle starts, and I don't know where they're all going. Is there a sacrificial red unit? Oh, there is too. But hold on. No, we were defeated. Guys, we have a problem. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to instantly wipe out this blue army before the Hobbit falls to its death, just so we can continue the story, because the author doesn't understand the purposes of red and blue. So give me a second. I hope I have enough firepower. Oh my god, I got stuck. I hope I have enough firepower to kill these guys instantly so that this hobbit doesn't die. Let's go to the perspective of our poor little hobbit chilling here on the post. Let's watch the boom from his perspective in 3, 2, 1. Slow-mo explosion, and we won. The hobbit didn't even get wet. Look, he's still not even in the water. And he won, and we can continue our story. Da Vinci told Valkan that Crow, despite being omnipotent, was not omnipresent. And creating a false attack to distract them on Larry and Helga, he managed to move without Crow being seen. So this is a fake attack, guys. This is a diversion, an attack on Larry and Helga. And Larry and Helga are destined to die since they are blue. So what is Valkan doing behind our back that we can't see? As that musketeer just destroyed Larry and the archers destroyed Helga. So where is the attack? What is happening? While Crow was busy with Larry and Helga, Valkan and a large number of catapults attacked Mount Crow, wiping out the priest of Crowism and destroying in turn the mountain. So Valkan's here to blow up the mountain? How on earth could Valkan blow up a mountain? And again, we have our red-blue problem. So red is supposed to die here. The Knights of Crow, the Shaman of Crowism, and the priest that gave Crow his god powers are all here, and Valkan's army is here to attack and to absolutely destroy and annihilate them. But again, because they switched the wrong colors, we need to destroy blue to continue the story. This'll do. Boom, baby, boom. Even though there's still one guy left, let's get him. Just like that. Perfection. I love it. After destroying Mount Crow, Crow lost his god powers, appearing in his mortal form against Valkan and the Soul Keeper. What have you done? Oh, my god power is gone, Crow said, confused. That's right. Now get out of my way. Now I will be the new god of this world, Valkan said as he used his shout to launch Crow into the void. Goodbye, Crow. Into the void you go. But joke's on you, Valkan. You are colored blue, and so are you, Soul Keeper. And so, by the laws of the world of Total Battle Simulator, you guys can't live. So I can go on to the next chapter of this story. After defeating Crow, Valkan traveled with his army to the land of Bjorn, who had received Larry and Helga after being attacked at his home. You should be dead, Bjorn said. Oh, I am more alive than ever, my friend, Valkan said, as he felt the power of a god invade his body. Suddenly, huge balls of fire appeared in front of him, which attacked Bjorn's army. So, Now Valkan has powers of God, his ancestral powers he got from the Soul Keepers, and we must defeat Bjorn's army that is red again, so we can't even beat the level until Bjorn wins. So let's defeat the army. So it says huge balls of fire. Huge balls of fire. Great. Oh, I need huger. Huger. Huge balls of fire appeared in front of him, which attacked Bjorn's army. That's what we're talking about. Great big balls of fire as I prepare to attack Bjorn's army with said balls. Hold on. This should do in 3, 2, 1, and go. Boom! Great big balls of fire. How about a little bit more balls of fire? Oh, the fireball ability is so good. Pure born. There's some, oh, you're on fire. Oh, you're on fire. Who's left alive? Bjorn is dead. Sorry, Bjorn. Yeah, if you'll excuse me, again, because the colors are wrong, I have to defeat this army so we can continue the story. There we go. Now we can move on to the next chapter. Captured Larry, Helga, and his friends, Valkan proceeded to execute them. You will not be able to accomplish your plan. Crow will punish you, Larry yelled, hoping Crow would save him, but no one came. Now, I am the god, Valkan said, ordering the execution. Guys, this is the end of our heroes. This is the end of Larry, Helga, Bjorn, and Benny, as the armies of Valkan destroy our lovely friends. Our god powers are gone. We have no way to save them. King Philip coming in. All right, now we're going to do our blue army destruction thing just so we can continue our story. There we go. On to the next level. Larry and the others did not go to the world of the dead as they expected. They went to the white dimension where Crow obtained his powers. There, Crow and the most powerful beings of Tabs found them. Valkan defeated us, but it is not the end. In this place, we will train to defeat him and recover our own, Crow said. To be continued. So they're going to actually do some training, Dragon Ball Z style, here in the white dimension to challenge Valkan in a future fight. I cannot wait for a sequel.